Hi, and welcome to Social Impact TV with Anna and Choi. And it is my pleasure to be with Dr. Tanmeet Sethi today. And I had the pleasure of actually meeting with her when we did an event together for TEDx Seattle at Concur Technology. And she was one of our live speakers for TEDx Seattle Women. And she's an integrative family physician and writer and speaker, blogger, and author. Author, is that correct? Author?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I was like, I might have added that one. And she's really passionate about real medicine, not the kind that comes from a bottle, but the kind that comes from caring for ourselves and really the mind-body medicine. So she's going to share a little bit more about how she got started. So just thank you so much, Tanmeet, for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me.
So go ahead and share what your unique story of how did you get inspired to inside your gratitude? I would call it a movement, really, but just share a little backstory on how that all began.
Yeah, well, I mean, in general, I just am always looking for what the most powerful tools could be in medicine for us to really heal ourselves and really be that kind of entrepreneurial consumer, really, of health. How do you take care of yourself? And gratitude has been one of those tools that I have seen over and over to really fundamentally shift the way that we think, see the world, and feel. And I personally experienced huge shifts with gratitude in my own life, and that's what really brought me to passionately want to give it to my patients.
Could you mind sharing a tidbit? You definitely want to check out her TEDx talk, which I know you might kind of watch that first and then watch this.
Right.
Go ahead and share personally what happened.
Really just my own life took me through immense challenges in my own family with my children. And that's what's really involved in that TED Talk. And I really found that nothing that I could take by mouth or nothing that someone could give me could shift me to feeling more joyful and blissful and appreciating my life. But gratitude did that. And it did that in such a powerful way that there's no way that I couldn't sort of start, as you say, a movement. It's not really my movement. It's been there for centuries. I'm just a proponent of a movement that's already been part of the fiber of humanity.
Really great. And what have been your biggest challenges or failures that you've faced, and how did you address them in cultivating gratitude, both for yourself and what also, you have a closed Facebook group, so with that community as well?
Yeah, I'd say my biggest challenges were really accepting what is. I think that might be the biggest challenge I see for most people, but I personally can say that was a huge challenge for me. It felt like saying thank you for life when it's painful felt like a paradox. Like, how could you do that? And why would you do that? How could I be thankful for my son suffering? So that was a huge challenge, and it continues. I think that's why they call it a practice. You practice, and some days you do better than others, but fundamentally I have come to a major shift in that challenge, and it took a while. It doesn't happen overnight. And I would say failures happen every day. I don't really love that word failure. There's such a stigma to it. People just take it as you fail and you've slipped off something and can't get back. And for me, failure is trying. And without failure, I would never know what we measure as success. And I feel like it's all neither good nor bad. It's trying and practice. Yeah. And really all of it contributes to me being a wholer, better feeling, better well-being. It just all of it contributes to that.
Learning, it's all just part of the process.
Yeah. Right.
Totally. Very good. So what have you found? I'm just curious, my family and I, we actually do gratitude each day around the table.
Nice.
Yep. And then after I saw your talk, I was like, oh, we got to do something different because we kept saying the same things over and over. So it's fun, and we've all been participating. But have you found that after doing this for a while, even with your son's illness, is it actually getting easier? Because I feel like it's never linear, right? It's up and down.
Right.
So
overall, I think easier in the sense that, the first thing I mean this, every time there's a small to big challenge, which happen every day, the first thing that happens simultaneously with feeling any degree of pain or suffering is that I really automatically think, what grateful for right now. And there's always something. It's either that I'm in such pain that my gratitude can just be that I'm human and I'm feeling pain that humans have felt for centuries, and that's how I'm going to connect to the world around me, or it's that I see something more encompassing right then. But either way, it's a simultaneous thought. And I think that that's important, because it's not so much what do I find and have I found the gratitude, it's the search and the looking for that way of retraining your brain to say, what is it in here that I can find that can feed me rather than destroy me, you know? And that's a fundamental shift, really.
Yeah, it's constant. It's like reprogram your brain, really.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah. You know, there's no self-help books that teach us how to look for bad and negative. I've yet
We're
to
masters
see one.
of that.
We got that down.
No need, yeah. Awesome. Well, for anybody that wants to learn more, deep dive into gratitude, what's the best place for them to engage or learn more or like that?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of good work out there. I really love the Greater Good site that comes out of Berkeley. It's a Greater Good Institute. They have so many resources on their website and constant offerings of courses and articles and studies. I really like that one. I personally have a gratitude blog on my website that has been really well received, and I have a private Facebook community to practice that gratitude that I'm really enjoying. I'm getting as much, I hope, out of it as they are. But
how do they join that? Do they just, if it's private?
Yeah, if you just go to my website, you can go to the blog, and then you can just request to be a part of the community as well.
Perfect. So we'll definitely put it's www.tanmeetsethi.com. So we'll put that all at the bottom of this website right now.
And I mean, there's so much out there. I really think once you start looking, it's like looking for gratitude. Once you start looking for it, you see it everywhere.
That's a fun treasure hunt worth having.
I know, right?
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Tanmeet. It's been a pleasure to speak with you and be with you. And I encourage everybody watching to definitely join her Facebook group to be inspired and have positive media in your life.
Thank you. And thanks for the great work you do. Bye.
All right. Thank you. Bye.